up, everybody? This is Keo.
And say June.
And welcome to the Binch Bros podcast. We're going straight into it. Starting with games that we played this week or news.
News.
Season 10 now live for Diablo.
That's good.
That's old news. And that's back in April 1st. Wait a minute. This is April 1st? That was last of 2017. That's last month. The heck?
So was it an April Fool's joke?
I don't think it is because it's actually live, right? So, I mean, I don't even know what this is. I just said whatever the hell's right in front of me. So, there you go.
Okay, do you know... that's pretty cool.
It's all right. Dude, I don't care. I don't even know what freaking seasons is for Diablo. We talked about this before we even started the podcast.
So there's this Kickstarter game. I don't know why I'm brushing past this so rudely.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
No, okay, yeah, Diablo. So there's this Kickstarter game. Mm-hmm. Called Hellpoint. Do you know about this?
Hellpoint sounds very similar to Hellboy. No,
yeah, they both have hell, I guess. It's a Dark Souls game, but it's in space.
Oh.
It's a Dark Souls type. Dark Soulsian. Soulsborne clone. What do we call that type of game?
Soulsborne clone? Yeah, we haven't... Do you want to just make up a thing? A name for it? Just temporarily, you know? Soulsborne game?
Soulsborne. No, but Soulsborne is like that franchise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we just want like what? Like the mechanics of like the game being really hard, right? Really reliant on skill, right?
Still too broad. It's about like precision.
No, but like these are the words
and heavy
that we're gonna use.
There's heavy. All your actions are heavy, right? Mm-hmm. So like if you push attack, you have to commit to an attack.
Yeah.
So it's about baiting people into attacking and hitting them back, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that genre. There's a game coming out for it called Hellpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool. But what I really wanted to talk about this week, because we're talking about news, is there's a game announcement.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Many.
And it's part of a series I like a lot. Darksiders 3. A game I thought would never happen because THQ fell apart. But I guess THQ Nordic is releasing a Darksiders 3, and this time you play as Fury, the third. Because instead of War, Death, Pestilence, and Famine, they have like War, Death, Fury, and something.
Some other added like.
Yeah, it's not Pestilence or Famine.
Yeah,
because I
guess
it's
like a new sin.
Well, they're not sins; they're like the horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh,
but. You're playing as Fury, who is tracking down the 7 deadly sins in the game. Mm-hmm. And they released alpha footage, I guess, pre-alpha footage. Doesn't look super great yet, but I mean, it's just a work in progress, right? Mm-hmm. I really like Darksiders 2. I liked the first one, all right, and then I played the second one. I really liked it. It's it's cool. It's like I would say it's like a cross between Zelda, God of War, and Diablo.
Is it? Like it has like loot drops from Diablo.
Loot, loot, right? Colored loot all over the place.
What is that called?
What is that called?
Yeah.
You hear that?
Sound like a squeaking or like maybe Cairo.
Yeah, I don't know where she went like under my bed and there's like a whole bunch of noise happening. That's weird.
Did hear that.
I think she's messing with some. Hold on, let me get her so this doesn't happen on the podcast real quick.
Sure.
We're back. Sorry. So yeah, like the second game had colored loot like Diablo. Mm-hmm. The first game was basically just a Zelda game with like an edgy art style.
Yeah.
And this one I think is gonna be taking inspirations from like I think it's gonna have an open world element to it, which the other ones kind of did anyway. They're like open like Zelda was, you know.
Yeah, but they're still kind
The
of
old
linear,
Zeldas.
but yeah,
like the dungeons are linear.
Yeah,
but I hope they still have linear dungeons. Those are great.
Yeah, it's simple. You don't have to think too much, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's cool because there's like what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Like puzzles, environment puzzles, you know?
Yeah.
And so like that was what the second game and the first game were like, and this one you get to play as Fury, who's a lady. Her design's been kind of like people haven't been loving her design. She kind of looks like I don't know, she kind of reminds me of like Chitara or something from Thundercats. Mm-hmm. It's very animalistic kind of. Yeah. I don't know, it might be like she has this big floating hair. She fights with a whip, which the combat didn't seem super cool, but I mean it's
for Darksiders 3. You can play as her. 3. Playing as her now.
Yeah, because you always play as a different horseman, like in the 4 games.
Okay.
Yeah, you played as War in the first one and Death in the second one.
Yeah. And
now you're playing as Fury.
Okay, so I think, as you could tell through my replies, I don't think I've never played Darksiders, right? Mm-hmm. I think I played 2 because I think it ended up becoming free on Xbox, and I was somewhat confused, but I think it was pretty cool, right? It looks, again, like you said, it looks like more like it's a third person view kind of, right? And then
yeah, it is.
It's like God of War, you said?
The combat's kind of like God of War.
Yeah.
But the world exploring is kind of like Zelda or Metroid, I guess. More like Zelda.
Yeah.
But like you have puzzles. The puzzles are really good in those, like the environmental puzzles in Darksiders were really good.
Cool.
The first game, I think, had this portal gun, and you could create portals like the game Portal. Mm-hmm. And it was like really in depth, you know. It wasn't like this. There was this really intense puzzle, and then the second game has you put down like clones, sort of like you can put down like your like a ghost of yourself, and then do another ghost somewhere else, and then you have to do like a third thing. It got really complex with stuff like that. And so I'm thinking there's going to be stuff like that in Darksiders.
So they like messing with like other mechanics or trying to make new mechanics, even though portal gun probably wasn't a new mechanic, right? Ghost sounds interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure all of this stuff is from other games too, but like it was fun to do in this action adventure game. Yeah. And there was like third person shooter sequences, I remember, because you pick up like this gun turret. And I don't know, it's got like a unique art style. It seems really cool. I really like this. I really like Darksiders 2. I would put that up there, like with underrated franchises, you know, that deserve to have a comeback kind of. Yeah. Darksiders 2 is definitely that, and Darksiders 3 I'm stoked on. So far what they've shown isn't that awesome, but it's also like super early, I think. So they said it's coming out next year. So, you know, I'm sure by then they'll have like a better, like a exciting game to play.
Next
year? I hope. Next year, yeah.
I thought it was coming out recently, or like soon, like December or something.
You just heard about this because I brought it up on the podcast, right?
What are you talking about? See a trailer on it. Is the thing.
Oh, you watched the trailer. It says 2018 in the trailer.
Did it? Okay. Well, I just saw like the girl, and then she had like a really long whip. Looked like chains. It was red, and I think she like decapitated a guy's head. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, there's a gameplay trailer that came out after that one. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't a trailer. It was like a pre-alpha gameplay footage. Which don't show that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alpha stuff? Because it's got to be completely different probably when it comes out,
well,
right?
it also like deflated my expectations, you know? I was like before I saw that, I was like, Darksiders 3 is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Fury's like, you know, a different looking protagonist. I'm sure she's going to be interesting. And then I saw the footage and I was like, eh. But like, that's just like the footage that they showed, you know?
Yeah.
I expect the game to be way more interesting, but what they showed wasn't super great. But I mean, whatever.
That sucks.
Hopefully it's good by the time it comes out. I'm excited for it. Hopefully optimistic.
That's good. That's good. I think a lot of people should learn from that. And I don't know. Not really. It's really up to the person. If you're excited for something, whatever. Nice. Darksiders 3 sounds interesting. I was trying to get into it, like I said before, and I think I just didn't stick with me for whatever reason, and I just dropped it. But it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
I really hope that Darksiders 1 and 2 are available on PS4 now.
Nice.
There's like a pack or whatever, a bundle.
Cool.
So
on PS4, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So people can get that now.
Let's do it. Let's just play it. I think. I don't know.
I've played it. I've beaten it. I liked it.
Okay, I'll play it. There's a few news that I have here on the old Polygon.com. I have Zero Escape Trilogy to complete on PS4 with Zero Time Dilemma port.
Nice.
So, you mentioned that 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors.
Yeah.
All that. It's going to be coming on PS4, which you recommended long ago when we did.
Yeah. I never played those games, but those are games I always wanted to play, so.
Yeah. Well, they're coming out. It's going to be a package deal, apparently.
That's sweet.
I'm not sure if it's actually out now. It looks like it
there
is.
Yeah, the first two are out. Or was it the first two or the second two? Well, two of them are out, but I think maybe the third one's coming out or did come out. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's super cool. I love that.
Wait, hold on. Let me just double check this. Cause,
I definitely want to play those games.
Yeah. Is someone like, sawing like metal?
Yeah. Hold
like
on.
grinding a sword, maybe.
There's like. All right, I'm gonna try and close my window.
Oh, just curious.
It's just getting louder and louder. Hold on.
Yeah. Again, we have to like address these things so that way our listeners are not, questioning if it's actually in their world or ours, right? So, that's right. You probably can't hear me right now, huh?
So, unfortunately, my neighborhood is still gonna be loud, even though I closed the window. You're still gonna be able to hear it a little bit.
I think that are they still doing it now?
Yeah.
I can't hear it. It's actually like it's lessened now.
Well, dope.
Yeah. I can't see when this Zero Escape the Neri games. That's the PS4 thing. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say when it was released, but that's what it is, and it has like 999 and Virtue Last Reward as the games you could play, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
It's cool. Yeah, and you could choose between English and Japanese dual voice audio. What? Okay. Well, I guess you could choose between those two.
Yo, so there's this game, right?
Yeah.
There's this game coming out called Slice and Dice. No, sorry, Slice, Dice, and Rice.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I feel about the title.
Yeah, it sounds a little inappropriate.
Well, let's not. Yeah.
Definitely
don't want to.
Yeah, don't want to throw that R card.
Out.
Yeah.
It's a 2D fighter with one-hit kills, kind of like Bushido Blade. That sounds kind of interesting. I really like Bushido Blade a long time ago, so that's cool.
Was it that free game like on PC?
Oh, Nidhogg. Well, it's not free, right?
Bushido Blade.
Oh, Bushido Blade? No, that was for PS4 or PS1. PS1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Nidhogg is a one-hit kill game. There's a lot of those now. They're fun though. So yeah, that's cool. And then there was another game I wanted to talk about. Oh, right. So did you ever play the Saints Row games?
4, not all the way, but I know of it.
So there's a spin-off game called Agents of Mayhem that's coming out like soon. Do you know about this?
No.
So I guess a way to think of it is like, it's kind of like, it's not like Saints Row because you're not creating a character.
Yeah.
But it's more like, it's like a single player team game. Like, kind of like Overwatch-y.
Yeah.
But like, but like a single player game. And not, instead of matches, it's like, you choose between like, so there's like, I don't know, what, like 12 characters or something? There's like a lot of characters, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 12 characters, and you bring 3 of them at a time.
Yeah.
During missions. And then you can swap, and so what you do is you play as the character, and then you switch characters, and it, like, you just changes, it, like the person you're playing changes into the other person. And
ooh, sorry. Why is this going off? Okay, I'm sorry about that.
And I don't know, it seems cool. It seems like a fun game. It's coming in. I wonder if there's any co-op component, because it's like this. The other Saints Row games had a co-op component. Yeah,
what's Saints Row? Is it like is that Rockstar or is that someone else?
No, it's Volition. Volition did it. Do you know the Red Faction games?
I know of them.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Yeah, well, it's the same studio that did Red Faction. But Saints Row, yeah, it used to be kind of like a GTA clone, I guess. Yes. From Saints Row 1 and 2 were very... Well, Saints Row 1 was very much a GTA clone. Saints Row 2 started getting really weird, silly. But it was still a GTA clone. Yeah. Saints Row 3 became really silly.
Yeah.
Like, and... So it got kind of its own identity, you know? And Saints Row 4...
Oh, God.
Just went off insane.
They're off the charts. They're off the silly chart now.
Like Saints Row 4, you play as the President of the United States.
Yep.
Then aliens invade. Yep. And then everyone gets taken to the Matrix. Yeah. And you get Matrix powers. And you can just fly around and be a superhero.
Yeah, it was. I honestly did like it. I think the thing I didn't like about it was there was no co-op in it.
There is co-op in it.
Was there?
There's absolutely co-op in it. Yeah, I love that game.
Well, there was something about it I didn't. I think it was it in the very beginning.
Yep, it's co-op in the whole game.
Well, maybe I'm thinking about something else, but I did like it for when I did play it, only because of the fact of the dubstep gun. That was really fun.
Yeah, there's stuff like that. There's like Saints Row 3, I think, had that giant dildo baseball bat with it's called the Penetrator.
I've heard of that, yeah.
And like it could like it had like these wobbly physics all over it.
Yeah,
I know it had to be censored in Japan.
Yeah,
because they have like
you have censorship laws, right?
Yeah, I think something about genitalia, like you can't have, like it's like too. I don't know exactly what the law is, but like, they had to change it, so it became a very stiff-looking dildo bat, which is kind of scarier. Yeah. But anyway, but like, Agents of Mayhem is gonna come out soon, and it seems cool. I'm super down. I haven't played a game in that franchise, or I've been wanting to play a game in that franchise since. They did that like spin-off game, Get Out of Hell. Yeah.
That was just a one. That was just a one game? Or like a standalone?
Yeah, it's kind of like a spin-off to Saints Row 4. Mm-hmm. And you played as Johnny Gat, one of the Saints Row characters. Yeah. Except he went to hell. Yeah. And so now you're fighting in hell. Yeah. I don't know. But that's cool. And that game's coming out. But... Do you want to talk about what we've been playing?
Yep, let's do it. So we've been playing a game, well, a demo called Prey.
Well, I haven't. I didn't get to play it.
Shit, I thought that's what we were talking about.
No, go for it. I want to hear it.
Oh, okay. So I played Prey, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just a game. It's a demo about the main character. Holy shit! Completely blanking on his name.
Oh, Morgan Yu. You can be a man or a woman. I know this much.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It kind of had the same thing like they did in Fallout, where you're looking through a mirror and you just choose between the girl and the guy. But it's like whatever. And you just play as Morgan, and you start your day off, and you just wake up, turn off your alarm, and then you can like pick up stuff. I guess that was one thing I just messed with immediately, as in like just picking up like physical things like clothes, and that were like, you know how clothes are like folded and everything, and there's like 3 stacks or whatever. Picked it up, and just and threw it, and it didn't like fold out. Whatever, it's fine. Physics are not really there, but whatever.
Oh, it didn't fold out?
Yeah, so it just stayed like stacked on top of each other, folded.
That's interesting that they let you pick up things. Like, it's kind of I think Dishonored does that too, right?
I think so, yeah. But I think there's a reason for that. I guess I haven't messed with it too much.
No, I think a lot of it's going to be like later. So the gameplay stuff I've watched people do is like you can, just like in Dishonored, you can kind of break the systems in order to get further ahead and stuff. Mm-hmm. So like one thing is people can change themselves into like a coffee cup or something, right? And then
I have not messed with that at all.
Yeah, and then they can like roll under like tiny crevices that you couldn't get through normally.
Yeah.
And then another thing I saw someone do was they hold on, sorry Kyo. Hold on. I need to take this real quick.
Sure. All right, you were saying that, people can break the game, right?
Yes. Okay. So you can I saw that there's this gun that shoots this clump. Yeah. Have you messed with it in the game?
No. My playthrough through the game is just me going through it, getting freaked out once I saw the things that could transform into other objects, and I was just really trying to figure out how they work mechanically, not like in the RP game or whatever, but I was just trying to figure out how they worked so that way I wouldn't be too afraid.
You're like walking into a room and smashing all the furniture.
Kind of. I honestly was trying to avoid everything, which is stupid because I need to explore and like try to like find things. But my thing was just like trying to figure out how they trigger and like how they transform and stuff. And apparently they do that really quickly too. So it's kind of, even if they transform right in front of me, it's kind of hard to tell whether or not it is the thing right in front of me or not. So it did creep me out a bit. But I thought it was pretty cool. It's pretty interesting.
One thing that's really cool I saw was there's this large expanse like that you can't cross, right? Because you don't have a bridge or anything. And I saw someone use the gun, the clump thing, and they like shot the wall on the side. They kept shooting it, and they made themselves a bridge, and they crossed it that way. I was like, that's really clever. Like, stuff like that you can do in the game.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I think because I was afraid to play, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't, like, try to explore that notion of
I'm thinking about it, like, and you can probably climb upwards with that, right? If it's the same idea, you could, like, shoot a thing onto a wall, jump on it, shoot a thing a little higher, and, like, make yourself a ladder, basically. Keep jumping up and up and up and up until you get to the top of what you need to get to.
Well, if we're talking about it like that, then you pretty much could do just like on Minecraft, we call them, I forgot what it's called, Noob Tower or something. A Noob Tube, I don't know. You basically just shoot on the ground and you just keep jumping. And then eventually you just elevate yourself that way. Yeah. But I'm not sure if it works that way. So
I don't know if it works that way, but similar idea for sure. Yeah. That seems cool. I'm into it. I don't want to play this game. Yeah, I don't know. I probably don't either. Not because of the fact that it's like scary or whatever. It's not really.
I just think it just has. I think the biggest thing is just what it does is just jump scares or whatever. If the story is actually pretty good, which what I'm getting at is like it's kind of a Matrix kind of feel to it, like your whole world is a lie type thing.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes. Well, in the demo, that's what it's what it's entailing.
Spoilers for everyone listening, I guess.
True. But I mean, can anybody just whatever? Yeah, spoilers. But yeah, no, that's that. I think I would probably get it for that, but I'm not sure. It seems pretty meh for me.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, overall, it's one of those. It's a big game releasing soon, so that's cool for everyone. Mm-hmm. I don't like immersive sims anymore. I don't think, but maybe I'll give it a go at some point, but probably not soon.
Yeah.
I am all right on it. Mm-hmm. I kind of want to play this game that came out called Little Nightmares. Do you know about this game, Kyo?
I do not. Yes, I do. Justin mentioned that before, and he said he wants to play it, and I think it's going to be... It's creepy as fuck, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of like Inside.
Yes, I was thinking about it when I was watching it. Yeah.
We should do it for our podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
You down for next week, maybe?
Is it next week that's coming out?
No, it's out.
Oh, shit. For next week? Yeah. I want to play I definitely want to play it with someone else. Like Justin said he wants to play it, so I'll probably play with him. And we'll just make it a drinking game, you know?
Too scared to do it by yourself?
Just help me out. I played Inside, right? And that it eventually creeped me out and like freaked me out. But if it's the same like Inside, I could probably withstand it. But I mean, I don't know. I think I might just be finding an excuse to drink, to be honest. Because I like drinking with Franz. You know? That's fun. But no, we should do it. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Nice. So the other game I played this week, right, is actually not a game. It's a DLC. I played the DLC for Nier Automata.
Yes.
Which I've been excited for a while now.
Yeah.
And it finally came out. And the big thing that like is part of it, there's like a story that you find out, but it's very weird and it's cool the way it's told, but like that's not the important thing. Like that part's cool and it's weird, and I think people should check it out. Yeah, I don't know if it's like worth it for most people, but what is worth it is the 3 Colosseums. So you have these Colosseum fights, and they have 3 distinct types of fights.
Yeah.
So you have the trials in the flooded city, which are just steadily tougher fights, you know, up until the level 99 fight, which is so hard. And I didn't think I would beat it before the podcast, but I did finally. I recorded it, put it on YouTube. I'm stoked.
You did.
It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in a video game. My pinky still hurts for some reason. But I did it. So that's really intense fights that just battles that just keep getting, that just escalate. And then in the desert you have these trials that are like there's conditions. So one of them is you can't use any ranged attacks. One of them is don't hit the ground. You know, never touch the ground and kill everything. One of them is don't dodge and kill everything, you know, stuff like that, right?
Okay.
And they're fine. The final one's like kill 150 enemies before time runs out. You have like
an hour.
You have 5 minutes.
Oh jeez. Okay, yeah.
But and that one's kind of tough, but like I figured it out. And then
nice.
The 3rd Colosseum in the forest is probably the most interesting, but like it's not necessarily the most fun. I think the most fun is the flooded city one, where it just gets harder and harder. Yeah. But the 3rd one, you don't get to fight as anyone, but like you have to be 9S, and then you control robots. You control different robots, and you have to like go through progressive harder fights. And the final fight is pretty tough, but it's cool. I beat it. But that one's really fun because you have to use these robots that you're controlling instead of instead of yourself, and these robots obviously are worse than the androids that you play as. So that was fun though. It's
Cool.
good change of pace, and you get cool rewards for all of these coliseums that you beat.
Like loot?
Yeah, you get cool loot.
Cool.
So you get like you get 3 costumes that they showed off. You get you get a mask. The rewards are gonna sound weird to you, but like if you're high level in this game, like if you're like a person who plays this game for like very high level ideas, then like these rewards are actually very meaningful.
Yeah.
But like you get one that like you get this mask, right, that lets you not get any XP.
Yeah.
So it just stops you from leveling up.
Interesting.
You get this mask for robot hacking, which makes you any enemy you hack, they're like 7 levels higher than normal. Which that's probably the weakest of the masks. Like that's the least interesting, or the special rewards, I mean.
Yeah.
And then for the really hard fight that took me days to finally beat, you get 10 forbidden fruit, which decreases your player level by 10 each. So you can basically restart like with a low level character. And that's actually really cool, because one thing I really wanted from this game was a way to lower my level. And the fact that they gated it behind such a hard fight is kind of it's intense. I beat it, but it was so hard. I don't know the next time I could ever do that again. So if I use all 10, I don't know. It's not like easy for me to farm or something,
Yeah.
But so that was fun. And then so you get those. You also get like some other cosmetics. You get like hair color changes that you can have, and they're pretty cool. But then there's a secret fight that you can find where you fight the CEOs. It's pretty easy to find, but and they're not super hard. But once you beat them, you get their heads as masks.
Oh my gosh.
Which is very off-putting and disturbing. But even more fun than that, you get the ability to change all the bullets that the enemies fire into CEO heads.
Yeah.
And it actually makes the game a little easier for me, I noticed, because they're easier to read than regular bullets for some reason. I have an easier time picking up, the bald guy is the bullet I can't break, but the guy with hair, I can break his bullets, stuff like that.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's a trip.
Yeah.
It's overall, I loved it. It's exactly the type of DLC I wanted, but I could see a lot of people being like, I wanted a story thing. And it's like, yeah, it's not really a story thing. You're not going to get any more of that. So
yeah,
it's not that, but it is cool. And I mean, if you're into this game for high level play, it's definitely that. It's not for...
It's like an end game, like... quest, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Absolutely, yeah. The costumes aren't that hard to unlock, so like if that's what you're going in for, that's not so hard to get. But like the really good loot, the game altering stuff, that stuff is pretty hard to get.
Yeah.
And so I mean,
well, you had to go through a lot of stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, my hand still hurts.
Your pinky, right?
Yeah, I beat this this morning. I think I was thinking about it, right?
Like what? Like all you're using your pinky, your pinky actually doesn't even do anything. It's
no, my pinky. So what it is the whole time I'm holding down R1.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting R2 with my middle finger, right?
Yeah.
So I think like since I'm holding down R1 the whole time, my hand's like center of gravity is like positioned differently. Where I'm like gripping the controller really hard with the pinky and ring finger.
Ring finger, yeah.
Right, because I don't have 3 fingers on my controller to hold it. I have 2.
Yeah.
But really, because my middle finger's moving around so much, like most of it's focused on the pinky.
Yeah.
And since I don't use my pinky that much in life, I think there's just like added pressure on the pinky, which is a finger that doesn't get used that often, to be used very specifically, you know? So
yeah,
I think that's why my pinky ended up hurting.
It's probably just stressing out.
I probably played that thing for... I think there's one fight I think I took around like 9 hours.
Jeez.
Like in total. If I add up all the time I died. I've beaten it once.
Okay.
I've beaten it once.
Yeah.
Finally. But I mean, it is one of those things like Dark Souls where like in the beginning I was like, oh, this is really hard. And then I got to like the first like roadblock, which was really hard. And I was like, oh, but once I beat that, it's going to be over, right? And I finally beat it. And then it was like, nope, it's still going. And then I got very scared. I didn't know like when this thing's going to end. Yeah. And then eventually it got to the point where I figured out how many waves there were. And it was much further. It was much longer of a fight than I realized it was. Yeah. And that also scared me. So I had to respec my character. And I ended up like optimizing this like really powerful build, which I wouldn't have done because the base game doesn't call for it. You know, like you never need something that powerful, I guess. Yeah. Focus on offense. But it was really fun to try and do that. And I did it and I beat it. And that was great. Highly recommend it. Yeah. Which, by the way, I've been trying to get it up again but for some reason it's not working now. Nier is actually on sale. It is on sale. It's like $40, right? It's like, yeah, $40 or something. And also Gravity Rush 1 and 2 is on sale as well. No, dope. These are all great games. I'm hoping Yakuza 0's in there so I could buy that as well. But again, I was looking at it as soon as you were talking about it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let me check how much it is right now. I was like, oh shit, it's on sale. And then I checked out all the other stuff. And now right now I'm trying to go on store.playstation.com and it's fucked. It says a bad request. Your browser sent a request that the server cannot understand, which is weird. I think it's crashing. That is weird. I think it's crashed. Speaking of crashes, we were playing a game that crashed, but it's a pretty good game. You know what? Yes, I really like it. You don't like it? No, go. I was gonna mention something. That it's free. It is like, free. Paladins is what we're talking about. Paladins. So I think we brought this up a while back, Paladins, when they announced it, or when we heard about it, and it was this Overwatch similar game, multiplayer shooter. And by Overwatch, I mean like it's very similar to Overwatch. In a way that's like dangerous. I don't know how they're allowed like, to be this similar to Overwatch in a lot of ways. There's no like copyright or it's very close. Like to they Overwatch. Use the same thing too. Like they say payload, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't copyright payload or whatever. But I think they end up using like it's called a payload cart. So I think they're going with that. I think if you're familiar with Overwatch at all, playing Paladins is going to be like second nature to you. Yeah. But the thing is. So it's a free game, and I'm thinking, it's going to be like a shitty Overwatch, but it's not. It's not bad. It's good, yeah. It's compared to like the other games we played that we had to pay for, like Paladin's actually well rounded. Dude, do you remember APB? Yep. Like, like if we're talking about free to play games, like come on, like Paladins is great. Like what a great free to play game. The characters so far. So unlike Overwatch where you can select anyone, you have to unlock heroes and Paladins. Yeah, which is fine. It's a free. Like again, it works similar to like how like League of Legends does their characters too. Where they, I'm not sure if they do like hero rotation though. It didn't really seem like it did in Paladins. But pretty much you could just like play and then eventually earn enough in-game currency to buy like other characters that you would want to play probably. Yeah, and there's like a good chunk of hero. Like I think there's like 5 heroes you could be right off the bat. Yeah, and they're all different types. Like there's like a healer, a sniper, tanky guy or whatever. But the fun part about the game is like combat's good. I'm into it. It feels meaty. It feels it feels more optimized for consoles almost than something like sometimes Overwatch. I'm like, Widowmaker is a really tough character. She's a sniper in Overwatch. She's really tough to play on a console, on a PlayStation 4, because of the way characters move around. Like if I had a mouse, I would be on it, right, with these shots.
Right. Yeah,
but because you're using your controller, it's like your shots. You have to try really hard.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know what they do, but the character that's her equivalent in Paladins, Canessa, I feel like I consistently land shots better. Like from the beginning. I don't know, her gun just feels really good. Also, like all the characters have like all the guns feel just great. The art's not as amazing as Overwatch, like character design wise, but it's good. Like the characters are fine. It's got more of a fantasy aesthetic than Overwatch.
Definitely. It's almost like, I mean, it's dumb because it's the same product, but it's almost like graphics wise, it's like it's a WoW version of Overwatch. Just like it's all a little bit cartoony, but not too cartoony.
Yeah, it looks way better than World of Warcraft. I mean, it doesn't look like a 20-year-old.
No, but like compared to Overwatch 2, like Paladins.
Yeah. But it's good though. It's good. I mean, I'm into it, and I can easily recommend it to people. I mean, it's not even like, hey, if you want to play Overwatch, and you don't have money, definitely play Paladin. But even if you have Overwatch, I say give Paladins a shot. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great. Playing with friends is obviously great, but that's just the thing. You just play anything with your friends, it just becomes a better experience. But yeah, I was telling my friend, like, you don't have to get Overwatch. Paladin's actually pretty good. I was like, yeah, just go give that a shot. And then the thing is too, if you ever want to transition to Overwatch, it'd be, I mean, he would compare characters in Paladins to Overwatch.
Yeah, there's a lot
instead of reverse.
Yeah,
but
there are similar characters. Like, if you play Paladins and you really like Canessa, and you're like, like, I want to play Overwatch sometime, you should probably pick up Widowmaker, or like, because her mechanic is pretty much identical. If you want to play as Sky all the time, maybe you should try out Sombra. If you're playing Overwatch, she's very similar.
Tracer too, I think, but yeah, it's more Sombra than anything.
Yeah, because she can cloak herself and stuff.
Yes.
It's like, it's a good game. It's definitely worth picking up, but it is got this $20 like what is
Founders thing?
Yeah, where you can unlock all the characters, so it's you can get the game that way too if you want.
But again, you don't really have to do that. Honestly, if like you find a character that you're good with and that you're just like in love with, you could just keep playing that, and then eventually you'll like. It's just the characters. Is there anything else that comes with it?
I think there's some stuff. I think they give you
like some shitty skins, probably.
I don't know. They give you some currency for something.
Okay.
I don't know what any of the currency does. But you don't really need. It's not like Call of Duty or something where you unlock guns for people that have different. Like each character has their own loadout, just like in Overwatch, and you have that for the match. So I don't know what the currency is for. It's not like For Honor, right, where you get new weapons.
Yeah.
I really don't know what the currency is for. Is it for just skins?
I don't think so. I don't know how. I think skins you can only get through loot boxes, I think, or what do they call it? Loot chests. Yeah, I'm not sure. That I think again, I think it's the loot chest, but I think you only use like currency to buy heroes. You can use the other currency to buy like cards, which you need to like equip and preset before you go into the game. That's very similar to Battleborn.
Right. Okay.
That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, it was what it's called. Yeah. So I didn't look at those cards too much.
Yeah, no. I think it just like does minimal like reductions to stuff and stuff. Or
some of them seem pretty different though. Like one of them I looked at was Canessa could see through walls for 3 seconds, like, or something. And like that's a pretty big one, you know. And I think different ones are like more just like this does more damage or just you take less damage sort of stuff. But I mean, you're not fundamentally changing your character. I like that stuff.
Changing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's what is it? In Injustice 2, there's gonna be this system where you can have different armor and loadouts. Like your armor has loadouts on it.
Yeah.
So like, not just like not properties. Like, you know, of course you can take more melee damage or something, whatever, that stuff. But like, there's also like stuff that changes how Supergirl's eye beam now like bounces you up off the ground or something. I don't know.
Cute.
I don't know if that's an
but
actual thing, but like, you know what I mean? Like, there's actual like
it definitely changes this. It changes
or like this
similar
person had
to
a
like
beam, but now it's like a projectile or something.
Similar to Diablo, where like you know, like you have your abilities, and then there's like sub things that change it to like other things, right? Like
yeah, exactly.
Like Monk, there's this like the regular like fist attack, Thunder Fist or whatever, and then you can add an ability to where it does ice damage instead, and every third attack freezes or something instead of doing more damage.
Yeah, exactly. Like that sort of deal is gonna be in Injustice as well, and I think that's what like the cards can do in Paladins too.
Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Just keep it up with that meta. But I just can't keep stressing the fact that it's free. Like that's the biggest thing. Like because we're finding the same amount of fun as we do in Overwatch, and for Paladins we don't have to pay anything for it. So I think that's pretty cool. And that's really free to play games is always interesting, right? Because there's always a catch to them. Obviously this catch is probably you have to like get the founders pack or like spend money to get like loot chests to try to get that. Well, you have to do that more to get loot chests to get like skins and stuff, right? So like, it's free to play. I think this is the biggest thing that it's going for it right now.
Yeah, and it's a good one.
And it's still fun as Overwatch.
I don't know. Like Overwatch has had so much like they've buckled down on like how to make this game the best it can be, so I don't know if it doesn't equal to newer than Overwatch or something. You know, it's fresh, so it's like if you're kind of feeling fatigued a little bit on Overwatch, jump on Paladins, and then when you jump back on Overwatch, it actually feels good. Like the changing it up felt good. Like jumping back into Overwatch after Paladins felt good too.
Yeah, that's the thing I always eventually don't like about games. Like Dota or League of Legends, I just end up seeing like the same characters and everything, and they try to like throw new heroes and stuff. But I mean,
it's like getting sick of dumplings, man. You just eat dumplings every day, and then
that is
one day you're just like, oh, I don't like dumplings anymore. And
it's a shame. Dumplings are basically these God's gift to the world, as some would say.
And some have said, and now they're sick of them.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Paladins is fun. It's great. If you don't have it, play it.
Yeah, definitely. Also this month, Tales from the Borderlands is free.
Yeah, I saw that. Also, I know it's like shitty or whatever, but it's the other one, Abzu. Abzu is also free.
I don't know if that's
not shitty. Not shitty. Not well known. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But that's free also.
Yeah,
I think if it's VR, I want to give it a try for sure.
I don't know if it is.
Don't think it is though. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. I have played Tales from the Borderlands, and I can wholeheartedly recommend that one.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna download that.
But
if PlayStation Store is working.
We definitely have to do Little Nightmares.
Yeah, Little Nightmares.
That's gonna be like our Inside type of thing.
Yeah. Well, how long has it been since we played Inside? We're getting close to September, which is I think when we started this podcast. So like what, 4 months from now? I was gonna say it's about time to get another Inside.
Was that the first game we played?
Game. I don't think so. I don't remember. I remember we tried to do Spec Ops and Undertale, right? And then it was,
right. Neither of us played that.
Maybe it was Inside, the actual one we did.
I think you're right. Together. I think it was Inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
cool. I'm stoked on Little Nightmares. There's also another indie game that's kind of interesting seeming coming out called Rhyme. Do you know about Rhyme?
No. Sounds like a rhythmic game, though.
It's not. It's like a puzzle game. You're this boy on this island. It kind of looks like Wind Waker.
Ooh, cool.
But it's like all puzzles, I think. It's supposed to be coming out soon. It seems interesting. Maybe we can give that a look, too.
Yeah.
Or more horror games. You want to do Outlast 2 sometime?
Or more horror. Let's just start with Little Nightmares first and then go from there. Let's just see how much my bowel movements can, withstand. Just the simple things. I had something, but I keep blanking out on what I wanted to talk. We started talking about Paladins, and then there was another thing I wanted to talk about afterwards. But now I can't remember. Oh well, shame. Anyways, so I picked up Diablo again just for a bit, just because I was bored. I think I already mentioned that. I didn't think I mentioned it in the podcast, but apparently there's a Diablo 3 play the Necromancer on PC, I guess.
Yeah. Test. Do you know what I thought about when we were playing Season 10?
Yeah.
I wasn't having that much fun in Season 10 with low-level character, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wow. Like, she doesn't have anything. And so I was thinking, why don't you create a non-season hero?
Yeah.
And since I have like a 70+ wizard, we can just like go hit hard, torment level, stuff, and you can just power level beside me.
Sure. I mean, I would usually say no, only because of the fact that I like kind of level. I don't like power leveling too much, but because I played the game and I am kind of done with the whole grinding thing, I think I'm down with that.
Yeah, and that way you can start getting meaningful legendaries instead of level 4 legendary helms.
Yeah.
We don't have to keep picking up Leoric's helm.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's so dumb. I didn't even get it. I got it from a random.
Yeah, I got it drop at level 3 and then I got to drop at level 14. What the hell? Stop giving me Leoric's crown. I don't want it.
Yeah. It's
not even good.
It's not. It's whatever. It just I like the thing too is it's a legendary that ends up becoming whatever it is your it just pretty much scales to your level, right? So it's definitely going to be better if you have a headpiece that is outdated,
right? Diablo 3 is the thing about Diablo 3 is that it is the game a lot of games are like this. A lot of modern RPGs are like this, but the game really starts at 70. Yeah. Once you start, once all your drops are meaningful, that's when the game, because all of the legendary stuff that you get before 70, none of it's gonna matter. So you don't even want legendary drops before 70. You might as well trash them, they're pointless.
Yep.
And
salvage.
Salvage. Yeah.
Salvage.
Yeah, get your essence of whatever. And just get rid of all that crap because get to 70. And then once you get to 70, you're still leveling up, but you get these Paragon points instead of regular levels.
Yeah.
And that
that's where
they're good. They're specific stat-based stuff.
That you choose,
yeah, and then you'll have your loadouts already done because all your spells and skills are available at that point.
Yeah,
and that's when it gets fun because you can using your equipment because certain equipment boosts certain spells and stuff, and you can use that in tandem, and so you can start building using your equipment and your skills. You can build yourself a character that's focused around dealing certain types of damage or being a certain type of healer,
tank, or hybrid. if that's even possible.
It gets really fun.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever, like, when me, Luis, and Justin, or our friends, whatever, we played, I don't think we got to Paragon, and then that's when we started getting the itis for playing Diablo for some reason. And I think we just didn't really get to explore that.
This is what we gotta do, okay? I gotta power level your monk with you to 70. Yeah. And then once Necromancer comes out, we can power level each other's Necromancer. Just a Necromancer. Yeah. To 70.
Yeah.
That way we can see what the character is about. Because we don't know what the character is about at level 1.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing about these games. Like, I had no idea that the wizard was gonna be so good because I played Demon Hunter. And I was like, wizard level 1, pretty boring character. Wizard level 70, really fun to play.
Yeah, it really, because you don't get your abilities yet. All your abilities yet until like 20 or something, right? Or 7.
Yeah, no, 20.
Like, yeah, and that's when you get like all your buttons. So it is. I could see how that is like really lame and like it's like really like underwhelming. But
for sure, yeah. It's like I have a monk that's not 70. I want to get her up to 70 probably. Yeah. Once we get your monk to 70, you should power level my monk to 70. We should just keep power leveling characters.
Yeah, so that way if we want to just switch it up, right?
Yeah, let's have a full deck of all heroes.
I do want to say though, I do like leveling up from one, not power leveling when it's like a new character or whatever, just because it's slower pace and I have time to like read the spells or whatever. But definitely when you get to that gap where there's abilities you definitely don't like care about, I definitely want to skip that whole bit. Well, which obviously that's like pretty much in the beginning anyway.
I wonder if there's like an online guide of like where to go farm.
That's true. Yeah, there probably is, right?
Yeah.
We'll look it up after the podcast.
And like what difficulty to farm.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure maybe the highest might be good. And it also might be like a thing too, like maybe certain classes are like best for it, right?
Because like my Demon Hunter and my Wizard are very good. And I'm thinking like if I take you to like Torment 2 or 3 or something, you'll get to 70 in like 20 minutes or less. Yeah,
I remember that. I can't remember, somebody played recently. It might have been you. And you went to like 70 and so quickly.
Well, that's the thing. You get more experience as you increase difficulty. And so like as you get better at the game, I start increasing the difficulty. You know, I just go from hard to whatever the next one was. Yeah. What is it? Hell? I don't know.
I just remember Torment, like, and then incrementing in numbers. I don't know.
Yeah, Torment I think goes up to like 11, right? Or maybe higher.
Maybe 10 because it's season 10.
I have no idea where Torment goes to. Yeah, there's a lot of different Torment levels, but I know there's people who can like solo Torment, like the highest level of Torment now. Yeah. I don't know. I think, you know what? I'm a Blizzard whore right now because I'm like picking up all the games from Blizzard right now. Like it used to be Bethesda, right? And then it used to be like Assassin's Creed. What the? Why am I blanking? Ubisoft.
Like Ubisoft's games or whatever. Like I used to be them, but now it seems like this year it's been Blizzard because I picked up Overwatch, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, which not a lot of people like, but I kind of like it only because of the fact it gives me nostalgia from like. The thing is,
Ubisoft and Bethesda are publishers, right?
True.
Blizzard's not a publisher, right? They're a developer.
Actually, yes, that is actually true.
So when you're saying I pick up Blizzard games, that's fine because you understand what the studio puts out. But if you're saying I like Ubisoft games, they're just like they have many studios working for them. Bethesda has many studios who create games for them. Yeah. Yeah. Like
I always get those. I never look these up because it's always this. You mention this all the time too, and I still don't bother to look up who's publisher.
Instead of saying like I pick up Blizzard games, if you're saying you might as well be saying I pick up Activision games because they're under Activision.
Yeah, because like publishers doesn't mean that they made the game. They're not the ones that crafted the game. They're just the ones that like release them, right?
Well, like I noticed when we were talking about Prey and Dishonored, and you were bringing up Bethesda. It's like no, Bethesda don't make those games though. They publish them, but like Arcane makes Prey and Dishonored. You know, id makes Doom and Wolfenstein. You know, well, Wolfenstein was made by what is their name? Machine Games, but I don't know. They have like all these different properties that they can publish, but like the quality or the not the quality, but because they probably have a QA department, but that's like focused on quality, because Bethesda seems to be putting out pretty high quality games. Fallout games and Skyrim is like a mess, but like it's still a high quality game. But like I think their games, like, you know, the goal of each game is very different. Like Wolfenstein and Doom are very specifically different games than Fallout.
Right.
Dishonored.
I got you. Yeah.
Speaking of Doom, I have Doom here. It's Timmy's copy of Doom. I still have it. Never finished
PS4?
that game. Yeah.
Huh. I heard it was alright. I heard it was good.
Dude, it was really fun from what I played.
Yeah. It's brutal and like gory or whatever, right?
Yeah, really fast. It's like a good fast shooter. Also Wolfenstein, really fun.
Yeah. It was another game called something Dangerous Sam.
Serious Sam.
Serious Sam. I think does it play similar to Doom as well?
Yeah.
Because I remember my dad played that a lot, and it was like similar.
You're thinking of the older Dooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. So the new Doom is pretty different, actually. Like a lot of things about that game. It's like they modernized Doom in a good way. So there's no recharging health or anything, but you get health back from doing these like glory kills, yeah, and stuff like that. And it's just like a fast-paced shooter. It's good. I like Doom.
Yeah, I like. There's not. I don't think there's a lot of single-player games that I have that are like fast-paced. At least the ones I pick up.
See, that's like the age that like I started playing shooters, and everything was super fast. Like you know, Quake, right? That's like the era of like rocket jumps and stuff. So like so nowadays, you know, because of all the cover shooters and, you know, you're recharging shields and health and stuff, like games have slowed down tremendously. Yeah. But I mean, like even Overwatch, which is a pretty fast shooter, you know how long it could take to like whittle someone down. It could be extremely fast or it could be pretty slow.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just gonna quickly just go back to me being, you know, Blizzard, just all Blizzard. I think I just really like Blizzard right now. I think that's where I'm at.
What are you looking forward to from Blizzard?
I'm everything. I don't know. I just been World of Warcraft is a game I've really kind of can't wait to play, only because of the fact that I do have a friend that may or may not play, but regardless, I've always wanted to play with someone else to play like an MMO, because that's always that was like my thing, right? When I was a kid, that's like what I was born out of. And
what about 14? You're playing 14 still, right?
Nope. Which is weird though. I did hop on for a sec, just to see if I could make like a new character or whatever. And apparently, I don't have a subscription, but apparently I'm still good to play it.
Is it not free to play now?
I don't think it's ever been free to play. I don't think I've seen news where it's free to play now.
That'd be nice. They should do that.
That would be nice. If it is, I definitely would recommend my friend to play that instead, because it looks better, graphically wise.
Also, you have your character.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is, but the only thing with like World of Warcraft though is like it doesn't need a really intensive like laptop or whatever. So like my Surface 3 can actually like run it.
Also, I know in Warcraft, you can power level.
Yeah, you could definitely power level.
Can you do that on 14?
I think. I'm not sure. I haven't done it too much. My mom probably knows. Or my mom and my stepdad probably would know more. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just I'm really into it. Other than that, I was just saying I only said that because I've been playing basically all games besides like StarCraft, in Blizzard's library.
You should do that with other developers too.
I should.
You should look up a developer and be like, I want to play all their games, or like I want to play their games. Like
Yeah.
So like a one that I guess if I have developers like that, it'd be like Platinum Games for sure.
Well, I'm gonna pick up a Platinum game, and you already know
which game.
what that is.
Nier?
Nier?
You gotta do Nier?
Dude, it's on sale. Oh, again, I'm still trying to load PlayStation Store, and it was working for a second, and then it gave me bad requests.
You're like
again.
trying to buy it right now during
the
podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Also, I wanted to pick up obviously like Gravity Rush 1 and 2.
Yeah, those are good.
And again, if Yakuza 0's in there, I'm definitely picking that up because I've been wanting to play it.
Yeah, man, that'll give you your Shenmue fix for sure.
For sure. I've just been waiting for them to be on sale, and today's the day, or yesterday was the day, I guess, that they're on sale. So this is it's gonna be a big week for me.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna.
And then we still got to get Little Nightmares too.
Little Nightmares. How much is that? Like $10, $20?
I want to say 20 if we're looking. Oh fuck! Hopefully it is. If
it's like $60, I can't do that this week. I'm sorry.
No, I understand. June. Would be annoying as hell. Dang, it got high ratings though. That's good.
Yeah,
we're looking at $40 right now.
$40?
Yo,
dude.
Nope. Sorry, 20.
Oh, good God! I was gonna be like, all right, let's play something else.
This. I'm looking at like Target, Best Buy.
We're talking about Little Nightmares, right?
Yeah. Oh. This is like the little like extra shit. So you get like a box or some shit.
You get a box.
It's like a collector's edition, I guess.
Oh, I'm looking on the PS Store right now, right? And there's also a game.
Oh wait, I'm on Steam. Fuck.
The Darksiders War Mastered Collection, which is a stupid name. It's called Darksiders War Master Collection, Darksiders Fury Collection, War and Death. So that's misleading. You don't get to do nothing about Fury. You don't get to play as Fury, the protagonist of their game, but she's on the cover of this collection. But both of those games are on sale together for $20 on PS4.
Yeah,
the Darksiders games. I think that's a limited time thing, that price drop, because I think they're $40 together normally. I'm looking. The Nier Automata DLC I think was like $13.99. Yes, $13.99. Super good, high level DLC. Drawn to Death has Twisted Metal skins. Oh, Neo's got its season pass DLC. Dragon of the North. That's like $10. I hear it's pretty good.
Nice.
I still haven't played Neo. That's a game I'll probably pick up down the line. Are you gonna ever play Neo?
Yes. I mean, like I haven't finished 3, right? So I want to try to finish that before I could,
yeah, definitely
play Neo. But like I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably play it eventually.
It's one of those games, right? That like is always it got really good reviews. It's supposed to be very good, and yet like it's just gonna chill in the background of my gaming sphere because there's other games to play.
Yep, absolutely.
I don't know where to find Little Nightmares, by the way.
I mean, I just went on their website. It was kind of creepy a little bit. Not creepy. It just had like ambient noises, and it was really loud, so it was kind of annoying.
That other game, What Remains of Edith Finch, came out too.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. I think we didn't talk about it on podcast. We talked about it like out of podcast with like Justin or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like Little Nightmares is $20.
Yes. I think the other one, the whatever edition, 6th edition, it has like a statue, like a soundtrack poster, and the game obviously. So I think that's why it's 40, which doesn't sound like a bad price, I guess. But I mean, if you're just in it for the game, just go for $20.
What Remains of Edith Finch is also $20.
Ah, cool. You can probably do it next week, right?
Yeah,
or something. Whatever.
We can figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure out whatever. I guess we should probably close it now, right?
We should, yeah.
We're trying to like milk a cow dry right now.
We're just looking at
this is like scavenging whatever we can. Oh, Oculus Rift Touch is it's an ad on us.
What anime you been watching?
Well, there is, but I don't think there is. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for listening. I always say watch. Damn it.
Play Little Nightmares this week, everyone.
Yeah. We will be playing it.
We'll finish it probably because I think it's short.
Yeah, it shouldn't be bad. I'm gonna try to get like our friends to play with me like tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So we'll all get scared together. But yeah. Well, yeah, we'll play it. Yeah, little nightmares. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Laters.